I started this.
Okay.
Where we left off, Sabora got kidnapped. You guys got masks. Good job. And
the first and last thing that happened.
Last and
first.
And you guys got you guys saved the stepsister of Cedra Daenaire, and you also met James Mussel and all of the other fantastic people in the city. And
fantastic people.
And two of you are acting in an opera. And you're going to go see a theater show as well at some point. And some of you got invitations to Cedra's beautiful ball.
One person, the one that got kidnapped.
Yeah, the one that got kidnapped got an invitation.
The literal one that got kidnapped.
Okay.
I can't believe you.
I didn't have a choice in the matter. It was the dice.
So, we're going to start right where we left off with Sabora getting kidnapped.
Damn!
Yippee.
Sabora, it is now 3 a.m. and only 1 hour has passed since you first got a bad feeling about your situation. Now you are under Alexandre de Circe's power of suggestion. He suggested you walk through a portal, and as you did, he and the rest of his wax golems appeared behind you. Still under the power of suggestion, he suggests you lay down and go to sleep.
Bro.
Begrudgingly, you feel your body lowered to the ground and your eyes close. You hear Alexandre's footsteps depart, then approach as a wet cloth covers your mouth. As you inhale, you lose consciousness completely. In this dream state, you stand in your mind, walking the halls of your memories that sit on the walls as motion pictures.
Interesting.
Looking through the memories, you see some of your kids, Strahd, in your childhood with your parents, in the library you own as you walk. These memories once gave you a sense of warmth, but now they only fill you with agony. You are no longer with Strahd or your kids. You walk past the memory of the day you fell in love with Strahd, but instead of playing like the rest, it glitches. You realize you don't remember this memory, and as you reach out to touch it, the memory drags you in.
Oh.
Oh no!
You are pulled into a cave and see a woman standing to your left and Saren before you. Behind Saren is a portal of black ooze. The woman has short brown hair and brown eyes. She looks oddly familiar, but you can't place her. Saren says in a voice not of his own, but Strahd's, "If you had to choose between me and Saren, who would you choose?" "Saren, yes." The woman responds, "Well, yes, Saren's my brother." You realize standing before you is Saren, but this voice and those red eyes screamed Strahd. You'd know him anywhere. The woman's words hurt him as she said them. You see his gaze drop down towards the floor as he sighs. You think he knew these words she spoke were the truth, but he was hoping she'd at least try and lie to him and say no. His eyes full of hurt fall onto you, Sabora, and as they do, you imagine Strahd, not Saren, standing before you, as the vision of him warps in your mind. He gives you a small but pained smile. Something in you screams to say something, say anything. Something in you screams to stop him or he's going to fall in. You can say anything or do anything you want. This is your chance.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shut up! That's what she says! Damn, that's crazy.
Because you think that if you don't say anything, he's going to fall into the portal.
Damn, that's crazy.
You can say or do anything you want.
So this is like a memory, but to her she doesn't like recognize it, even though it feels real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you'd know what the memory is.
Yeah.
You'd also know what the memory is, Jacqueline. But to her, she only knows Strahd/Saren because, she knows them.
Yeah.
And she doesn't recognize this other person, but she feels like this is real.
Uh-huh. She's feeling very confused, but in this moment she recognizes that if she doesn't say anything, bye-bye. So she's gonna try and approach and be like, you don't have to do this, because she probably understands he's gonna throw himself in or something. You don't have to do this, we can try and figure out something. You don't have to do whatever it is that you want to do.
I feel like she actually said that during the session.
She did not.
She didn't? I don't know, I feel so familiar.
Mm-mm.
It'd be funny.
She did not say anything during the session, actually.
Oh, quack as fuck.
Support did not. As you take a step forward, he doesn't take a step back. He just looks at you, seemingly waiting for you to say something else or do something. And the other woman looks at you, kind of like, what the fuck?
She's gonna continue approaching and, like, reach out her hands and say, please stay.
He grabs your hands, and he gives you a hug. And, as you hold him, the scene before you disappears as Strahd is in your arms. And he no longer looks like Saren now. Like, once you hug and you pull back, he looks like Strahd now. And he kisses you on the cheek, and he pulls back and brushes the hair out of your face, and he will sigh and say, "That's not how that went, and you know it, my love. You must remember it is the only way to defeat them." As he does, Strahd disappears before you into mist.
You better remember that line. I was gonna say you better remember that line.
And, I will actually put what he said in the chat for
Sounds
you.
like that.
That's nice.
That's like a Sabora moment, like.
And then I'll continue because there's a little more. Important info is where it will go. There you go.
Thank you.
So, when you blink, you suddenly see a wooden ceiling above you. As you sit up, you see you're in a sort of basement. The floor is dirt and you're in a jail cell with a simple cot within it that you were laying on. Across is one more jail cell, and in it is a young woman who seems to be human. She has orangish brown eyes and straight black hair. When your eyes meet hers, she says, "Name's Quill. Yours?"
Sabora, who are you?
You fell for it too, huh? Last person who was in your cell was a guy named Andre Dyrith. Bit of a dick, so no love lost, but I'm pretty sure he's one of those golems upstairs now. And I'll be next. I haven't seen him do it, but I think he cuts his victims' hearts out of their chests and then places them in his golems. And then with like a magical incantation, they're alive. Like Frankenstein. I've heard the screams and seen the victims' bodies after, so really it's just an assumption. That ash pile over there are all of his victims. And you look at this ash pile, it is almost 6 feet tall.
Jesus Christ.
And she continues and she'll say, "I've tried everything to escape. I've even gotten out of the cell, but I can't figure out an actual exit from this basement, which is the problem. Alexandra enters and exits, but always through a portal. I don't think there's a real exit."
And where are they? Just in a basement kind of thing?
Yeah. So there's no door. There's seemingly no way out. And based off what she says, it seems like there's only a portal as an entrance and exit. And seemingly only Alexandre knows where this is.
Do I still feel like I'm under suggestion?
Nope.
No? Okay.
You're free!
That's good.
You're free!
I looked up this spell just out of curiosity. It said that it could go up to 8 hours, so I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, you're not under it.
Imagine 8 hours of suggestion. That's my day.
Honestly.
While you think on that, meanwhile, while you were asleep, Josie, you had a dream.
Oh no!
You were walking down this blank hallway with memories adorning the walls just like motion pictures.
That's a win.
However, one is glitching. You reach out and touch it and it pulls you in. Here you see yourself staring at your house on fire as screams echo from within it. You hear a woman's voice say, "Josie, baby, I did it for you. I did it for us."
Oh no, not that bitch.
You always talk about how you hate the kids and felt like they were a burden, so I fixed your problem. What do you do?
I'm just gonna run the fire.
Okay, so you go to the front door.
Yeah.
You gonna bust it down?
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
Hang on, I gotta reach my sheet. She don't got no strength. She'll damn as well try. Low. She got a 9.
Okay. You struggle a little bit and you get a little burn, but you bust in. I want you to make a perception check.
I'm gonna look at your spells too, because she's a spellcaster. I think I just crashed you and you get the dice and then the spells. 17.
Nice. You hear cry screaming in a closet nearby.
She's gonna create and destroy water.
Okay. You create water and you disperse it.
Yeah, disperse as it's just a 30-foot cube, basically.
Okay. Yeah, you do 30 feet. The flames are still high as shit, but this is enough to get you over to the closet and back out. When you open this closet, you find a baby Saren shielding a baby Sabora and another little girl with short brown hair and brown eyes. Tears are in Saren's eyes as he cries, holding them tightly. What do you do?
She's gonna grab all of them. This is her babies, so it's like she's a big woman, so...
Yeah, they're like toddler age, but
she
babies.
can easily, like,
Saren's older than the rest of them, though.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. As you grab them and carry them out, you see Sabora and the other little girl are relatively unscathed, but Saren has quite a few burns down his arms. You feel guilty. As soon as you get them out, though, Sabora latches onto one of your legs, and so does the other little girl. Saren walks up to you and says, "The lady didn't like us, and I wanted to let you know that it's okay if you don't like me, but please don't not like my sisters. I know you're kind of pushed onto you, and that's not nice, but they really like you, Miss Josie, and they want you to like them too. They miss their parents, and you're all they have left, so just please like them. I'll make sure to keep them in line and do my best. Just direct your not liking at me, not them. Don't like me, like them." Tears well in his eyes as he speaks.
That's so sweet. And also
You look at
cool.
him and feel like you failed him. Baby Sabora and this other child. The world fades around you, including Saren and Sabora, as the other child climbs into your arms and looks you in the eyes and says, "How could you forget me, Mommy?"
Oh,
Your
no.
eyes open as you're in bed.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, while you were sleeping, Leon.
Oh god, not his memories. Get out!
While you were sleeping, Leon, you had a dream. You were walking down this blank hallway with memories adorning the walls, just like motion pictures, however one is glitching. You reach out and touch it, and it pulls you in. Here you seem to be in an encampment of sorts. You see some of your friends and some unplaceable but familiar faces fighting these strange soldiers in this prison camp. Something in you tells you to look down, and as you do, you realize you're bleeding. You feel faint as you topple to the floor. Your hearing begins to ring as you see Archeon scream your name, but you can't hear. He hacks and slashes his way over to you and picks you up, and with everyone else, they drag you to a tent after the fighting is done. He holds you in his arms, your blood adorning his hands, clothes, and face. He's hysterical. Something in you wants to confront him, but you don't have enough to comfort him, but you don't have enough strength. You hear him faintly whisper to you, "Please don't go. Please don't leave me." You see him trying to instruct the others, and as he does, your heavy eyelids close. After what feels like a second, you reopen your eyes. You feel different from before, but somehow whole. A potion bottle dances in front of you, and as it does, it smiles and says, "Leon,
No, stop.
you must remember me at least.
No.
If you do not, internal..." You gotta stop laughing, okay? I can't do this and laugh.
Sorry. Okay.
"Leon, you must remember me at least. If you do not, eternal damnation awaits us all. I am the key. I am the solution." The world crumbles around this potion bottle, and he disappears too. And as he does, you jolt awake.
It's always the bottle, man.
I'll actually put what you
I
said.
actually wrote, "Remember me, ho, I'm the key." That's my short note for that. Remember me, ho, I'm the key.
I'll put that one in there.
I can't. This bottle, it's always the torments him. Even he doesn't have it.
But now it's morning.
Oh no. Oh no.
And everybody in the house is awake. I'll come back to Sabora in a minute.
Josie's like, "Lucian, did you have any weird dreams?"
Yeah, now that you mention it, I did have a weird dream.
What was it about?
It was something like killing a god.
Josie's like,
I don't really understand, but I guess I did. In the dream, at least.
what was it like?
I had like this surge of power and energy, and I had a lot of anger, and I was like, and then she was like, ugh. I think it was like Char, It looked a little like Char. But then I was like, and then she was off. And I was like, wow.
Char didn't die, but what?
No, she's still alive. I sense her energy.
And Mooney's like, I'm just kidding, no, she's not. She's like, I wonder if anyone else had any weird dreams.
You see Archeon and Saren come out briefly after you guys wake up.
She's like, Archeon, Saren,
They wave.
come over here.
They approach. They're like, and they walk over.
Did you all have any strange dreams?
Saren says, yeah, now that you mention it, I did have a strange dream. I imagined some girl. She had like brown hair and brown eyes. But I had a couple like dreams about her. Like there were a bunch of different like sequencing, but seemingly in the dream I cared about her. I don't know.
What are you, Archeon?
Archeon says, I did actually have a weird dream. I had a dream that I went to this meeting and I threatened this group of people after coming in with like a bunch of beheaded people. And I dropped their beheaded heads on the floor before them and said something, and I wanted to say something along the lines of, fuck with Leon, you fuck with me. Didn't say, it seemed pretty accurate, to be honest with you.
That scene where everyone tried to solve Josie Chabot and Leon's problem. And she's like, Sarah, you said some woman with short hair and brown eyes.
Yeah.
I think I saw that same woman in my dream.
Really?
Lucian, could you go check on Sabora, please? She hasn't come out yet.
She doesn't like when I wake her up.
Okay, I'll go wake her up then. And like, I just want Leon and Josie to fight, like for some reason, because they really just be fighting for no reason. But no, she'll go on Sabora's door, knock on it.
You hear nothing.
Can she open the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, she opens the door. Because I know at last session, Sabora left all her stuff there, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't take anything with her.
She just took her swords.
And Josie's like, she didn't walk out. She doesn't wake up. She doesn't wake up early.
Lucian's behind you like, where's Sabora?
And like Josie's like looking out of the room because she make an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
14.
There are signs that Sabora got out of the bed quickly
He's like,
and abruptly.
Lucian, could you look around the room for me too?
Yeah. You see him look around, and he goes, I don't see anything too crazy. I think it just looks like she got up and left.
Mm-hmm.
But no one heard her leave.
No.
We would hear her. She's just right next door. Saren, did you hear her leave? And Saren's like, no. I'm a light sleeper too, so that's weird.
That's weird. That's crazy. That's weird. Can Josie Arcana check?
Sure can.
Any remnants is a unnatural 20.
Magic was used here.
Can she identify the spell, or is it just...
It's been so long that you can't identify the spell.
Shit. Sorry, the bird, a
Very
fat-ass
good.
bird, a hawk is on your
Yeah.
thing.
He's our friend.
So cool.
That thing scared me. I was like...
Yeah, he's our pet hawk.
So it's been too long to basically identify what
Yeah, but you can tell that it was something to do with charming.
Oh, Josie doesn't like that. Josie's like, Lucian, tell me the places you and Sabora went to. That's how he asked!
And he's like,
It's like eating some bacon.
Yeah, like Josie's cooked or something, like, I don't know.
he's like, we went to a chapel? No, it's a cathedral. I lied to you. Oh, we saw cool wax sculptures.
That's actually good.
I think that's it. And he's like,
What'd you find at the cathedral?
oh, okay, we actually found a lot at the cathedral. We didn't tell you. Why didn't we tell you? Anyway,
Busy. It just happens.
I guess so.
No, it just happens.
And he's like, so we went to the cathedral, and we didn't sense the god Ezra, god of the mists, energy in the cathedral. We sensed the thunder and showers, which was weird. But then Sabora got all like, and then I was like, what is she doing? And I looked at her, and then I felt like this energy around her, and like it was a bad presence, and it was a bad vibe. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, what is that? And she was like, someone is speaking to me. And I was like, who is speaking to you? And she was like, a blood god. And I was like, what? And then, yeah.
Does Josie know anything about a blood god, or
You can look it up.
can she do a history check?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or just a concept, basically. 21.
You have heard nothing of a blood god. This is the first you've heard of it. However, you do know that blood magic is a concept that is more new on this timeline. So the likelihood of it being well developed and understood is slim to none.
Okay. And she says, did you hear any voices when you went to or did you notice that if there was that bad energy around Sephora when you went to the wax museum?
No, it wasn't really there. I think she was talking to the person, like, the thing though, the god, though, in the cathedral. She didn't really tell me all of what the god said, but, that's Sabora.
It's Sabora indeed.
And Lucian's gonna turn, he looks around the room a little bit, and he's like, did you notice that?
Which?
And he points to the, dragon wax sculpture.
Yeah, she goes up to it. She's gonna Arcana check it.
Okay.
Jesus, Josie, 23!
There's a tracking spell on it.
Josie's like, Lucian,
There's a tracking spell.
did you check the wax sculptures at the wax museum?
No? It's a museum. It's art. He's a really good artist.
We're going over there.
Why?
We're gonna find Sabora.
Did she go on a she went on a date?
I don't think so. Come on, let's go. I'll tell the others.
You know me.
She just kind of like drags Lucian out of the room. And
He's smart, but not with these memories.
she takes Sabora's stuff, so she'll have everything of Sabora's stuff on her. And I guess Leon's out now.
He's a little too trusting in this.
Yeah, Leon's out now, and I guess Arcana's there, and she's like, I'm gonna go check out that wax museum. Sabora's gone missing for the moment.
Missing?
And she takes out the dragon statue and said, this...
Oh, that has a tracking spell on it.
It does. So, I'm going to leave it here.
I didn't know that that's wise.
You would think there's something's going on if you took the statue, wouldn't there?
No? He's already got Sabora.
That's true. I don't know how...
Return the statue?
Sorry, what did you say?
Return the statue?
Destroy it.
Destroy it, melt it?
I think it'll come useful.
Okay.
And so, she's gonna take Lucian with her. And
Anyone else?
She asks if anyone wants to come.
Is Leon going?
Leon will, because he thinks it's funny.
Okay, then Archeon and Saren will go too.
Everyone goes. So, Josie goes to the Wax Museum.
Okay. As you arrive at the Wax Museum, I want you to make a perception check.
Josie and her band squad.
If you think about it,
All
yeah.
men.
She can only get a 10.
What?
She only got a 10.
You got a 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Leon though.
What's Leon get?
He got +0, but if he gets higher, it'll be funny. He got a 17.
Okay. Leon, you would know that no one's here.
Leon's like, no one's here. And Josie's like, well...
Say the word.
We can break it.
Who said that?
Archeon said say the word.
Look through the windows first. We gotta be careful about this.
Oh.
We'll break down the door once we know it's safe.
Okay. They look through the window. You see 5 wax golems.
They know it's wax golems too, right? Or
You're suspicious.
I guess I guess Josie's gonna make her an Arcana check.
Because when you look through the window, it's almost as if you see them slightly move and look
She's gonna
towards
make
you.
an Arcana check
Mm-hmm.
immediately. She only got a 10.
These are in fact wax golems,
She's like,
and they're looking at you.
she's like, Lucian,
Yeah.
these are wax golems. And I think this guy kidnapped Laura.
That's not good.
It's very much not so. If we're gonna break in there,
Okay, then I guess we'll just kick it down.
we'll have to figure out how to deal with the wax golems, though.
Burn down the place.
I don't think we should burn down the place.
Sephora would if she was here.
She would, but I don't think it's smart considering we already burned down a part of the hospital. Because it could put us in more danger.
It's our knack. It's our.
Lucian,
our
it
way
could
of
put us in more danger than what's already going on.
What do you mean? What danger?
Seja, for one. If she
Well, yeah, she's dangerous, but like she's not watching us right now.
no, but she could be smart enough to figure out where the one's causing all the trouble.
I guess.
There's so much going on with Rangers.
I think we should just go in.
I think so too.
Or you could just, I don't know, locate Sabora.
The issue is I'm not sure how I can.
Just find her.
Just find her.
She's like, I wish I had that type of power, but I don't think I do. Wait. Is this... No, that's not gonna work. Haley's looking at my spells too.
Why not?
Meanwhile, Sabora,
Uh-huh.
is there anything you want to do while you're down here? You can do anything.
What does this other lady look like?
She's a human with orange eyes and black hair. Her hair's in a messy bun.
Can I perception check her?
Huh?
And Arcana check her? Just out of curiosity. And because Laura probably would check her.
And her name's Quill.
Quill. 18 for perception.
She looks like she'd been down here for a while.
Oh god.
Start screaming.
She might eventually. Oh, that 27.
For Arcana?
Yeah.
She's not magical.
Okay. So Quill, how long have you been down here? And she's like feeling on the walls and stuff.
I don't know. The days and nights merge. I have no way of telling what time it is. For a while? A long time?
Yeah, I gathered that much.
I'm glad. Maybe you have more luck of getting out here than me. But I'm not very magical. I don't really know how to do magic like that.
Yeah. What have or haven't you tried?
Well, I can't do magical spells, so... I mean, I've gotten out of the jail cell. I can pick the lock fairly easy.
But there's no door out other than that
No.
door.
So, because I don't have any magical spells, I kind of hit a impasse.
Yeah, I mean, Sabor has Misty Step, but she can only teleport to a place she can see, so unless she can see out...
Nope. There's no windows. And she says, the last guy, he was pretty magical, but he couldn't figure out how to magically teleport out of here.
Yeah.
He said something about... what was it? He said something about being unable to teleport because of a ward. I don't know what a ward is, though.
Okay. He probably has some kind of magic blocking spell.
Maybe. We could also just, like, dig, I guess.
Is the walls like stone or is it dirt or?
The walls are stone and the roof is also it's wood.
The roof is wood.
Mhm. And the floor is dirt.
Josie is gonna tell Archeon to bust down the door.
He busted down.
And she's gonna cast a spell magic twice on 2 of the 5 golems.
They melt to wax, and you just see a disembodied heart.
And just like, that is gross. Leon's like,
That's yucky.
Let me see what my other friends have, because they might also have that.
yeah, because
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So she's talking to this girl. She's like, okay, so I have some ideas. I have a crowbar. So I have a crowbar, a hammer, and a tinderbox. Couple tinderboxes. So, do you like the idea to pry the wood apart?
But you have your items on you.
Oh fuck, she doesn't.
Nope.
No, but she has her sword, so
Yeah, she does have her sword.
You can pry it with your sword, yeah.
Is it close enough to me that I can reach it, or do we have to like stand on each other's backs or something? Or
It's high enough that you'd have to get over to each other and like hold up someone.
okay,
Or fly.
I don't have that.
You don't have wings right
I'm
now,
not even
yeah.
camping anymore.
Sadness, huh?
Yeah,
Sadness.
it is sadness. So all she has is
Taryn
her
casts Fireball.
Oh,
Um,
damn.
Right.
and blows the other three up. And they...
Since they did that, do I hear anything?
You do. You hear a boom! And then you hear the fizzle of fire.
And you probably hear footsteps on the.
Oh, she's gonna be like,
You guys don't hear anything.
That's so sad.
This is a quiet, empty house.
she'll like bang on the ceiling
That's
with
so
her sword.
funny. And Josie's like, everyone start looking around. Josie's gonna make a investigation check to see what she can find that's like out of place in the bottom floor right now. She got a 10. And then Leon got, he has a +0. It's so funny. He got a 2.
Everything to all of you looks pristine and normal. There's no signs of any red flags.
He's like, Archeon, Saren,
Yes.
look around.
I didn't see anything. It looks normal.
Roll investigation checks, hoes.
They did.
They did? Oh, they actually did? Shit. Can she make a perception instead?
Are there any gaps in the wood that she can stick her swords through?
Mm-mm.
She got 21.
You see nothing out of place?
Nothing on the bottom floor.
You are on the ground floor.
Ground floor, yeah.
Can she imagine, okay, is Miss Quill going to be way less than Sabora? Or more?
How much would you say Sabora weighed?
She's like 5'6", so maybe like 165.
About the same.
About the same? Okay. Do you want me to hold you up so you can try and cut away at this ceiling with my swords? Or at least one of them?
Do you have magic?
Yeah.
Blow it up.
She'll try and cast Eldritch Blast at it, I guess.
It's like a rage.
Okay. You see fire engulf the wood. It seems to take to it. But it seems to also sit idly.
Oh.
So it's not even really doing anything to it?
But it is ablaze.
Can I roll Arcana check?
Mm-hmm. She was like...
I got an unnatural 20.
Yeah, there's definitely Arcana going on.
Just
You can't sense where. You don't know where it is, but this house is inherently Arcana.
Just to spell magic on the
You're
inside.
like, there's a lot of energy in here. And Lucian, after you do an Arcana check, are you going to mention the fact that you sense a lot of Arcana?
Obviously.
Lucian's like, I sense a lot of Arcana too, now that I think about it. More than when I first walked in here.
The fire coming over me.
And he's like, it's like a spell was cast. Sabora? He's like looking around, like thinking like the ghost of Sabora's here.
I don't think she's a ghost, Lucian.
He's like, well, doesn't mean she's not invisible.
And Leon's like, I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, Leon, you bust through the little velvet rope he had. You go
He just
upstairs.
like walks through it like
The Shrek
And
siege.
the only room upstairs is his bedroom.
There's one in his bedroom.
You.
Actually, can you Arcana check around his bedroom before he goes in there?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna find out once you get a 9.
You don't sense Arcana here. You open the door, and it's
He's naked in bed.
No, he's not here. You look around, you see the normal bed, pretty modest. You see a desk, a table, and a couple drawers on the desk.
He's going over to the desk.
You go over to the desk.
He's opening the drawers because he likes it.
You open up the drawers, make a perception check.
Look at you, dumbass. +0. He got a natural 1.
These are drawers.
Like,
You can
what?
barely even tell there's papers in it.
I think
Your vision is
Get these dumb
blurry.
papers out of here.
I-
Look at this drawer.
I think I need glasses.
Archeon walks up behind you and is like, "What are you looking? What?"
I can't read.
He looks and he pulls out the papers and a book out of the drawer, and he looks through the papers and he's like, these are just like bills, and he throws them and he's like, this looks like a diary. And he hands it to Josie.
Josie's not up there. She's downstairs.
Josie, we found a diary.
What? Bring it
A
down.
diary. And he grabs Leon and he drags him downstairs and he hands Josie the diary.
Actually, she might Arcana check that shit.
Okay.
She ain't opening random shit like that. I can't read. I've lost my skills. She got a 25.
It's a diary.
It's just chilling. Alright, she opened it.
You open it, and in this diary, you see that he has multiple entries, and in each entry he is talking about his wax golems,
Ew.
how he creates them, which is cutting a person's heart out, still beating, and shoving it into a golem, and then doing an incantation. And how he has done this to over 20 people.
Ew.
And he puts their names in the journal as well, in each entry.
Josie's gonna write those names down.
Okay.
Just because she knows.
And it says that he does this to the most interesting of the lower class, since they won't be missed. He also articulates that he puts his victims in a basement below this place only he can reach because there's no entrance except for via portal.
Does it say anything about how the portal, or is it just like portal?
Mm-mm.
And she's like, okay, Leon, go put this back. She like copied basically the stuff in it.
Okay.
Leon goes puts it back. And Josie's like, well, it seems that Sabor is being kept under the place, but the only way to enter is through a portal. Through his own portal.
Saren holds up like a fire hand.
Well, if it's magically blocked, then I don't know if the fire will work.
At the very least, I could just blow up the place.
Oh, you did cast fireball in the place.
Just not wanting to blow up places like that.
Sabora would want us to.
I know, but I don't want you to because it
Well,
would.
if you have her stuff, there's crowbars in there.
Yeah,
There's a
no,
crowbar in there.
she takes out Sabora's tools. And
Mhm.
she's like, she gives it to Leon,
Okay.
who's gonna pry open the floor.
Strength check.
If you can't pass a strength check, then what are you good for, ho?
Give it to his husband, I
You
guess.
got 13?
You try and pry, it doesn't work.
Can you Archeon try?
Archeon, the barbarian.
With the crowbar.
The barbarian boy.
Summon Bribus.
Where's Ravis when I need him?
If only the floor was made of stone. Do stone shape on it.
I really wish, man. I don't think I have stone shape.
Archeon can't do it either.
How did you do that work?
But
I just want to do this for fun. Let's see what Josie can do. Just for fun.
she fucking.
No, she's not getting it. She has a +0, so she doesn't work. She's like,
You're an illusion, I guess.
let's go down the line.
Lucian will try.
Why not? It's just strength check.
Lucian's like, He like gets a good grip and he tries his hand.
What did he get? Oh my god!
He got a 19.
Finally.
He goes, boom! And like in a split of a second, you see this piece of wood go, phew! And then you look down and you see a hole. Would you like to look in it?
Leon's good at it, because he's like that.
You look down. You see what seems to be a basement, and you see Sabora, and you see this other chick.
Can you see him? I'll stick his hand in there.
You try to reach your hand in, and it stops at what seems to be a barrier.
And he's like, ooh. And Josie's like, can Josie cast a spell magic
You can try.
at a higher level?
You can try.
Yeah, she'll cast.
Maybe roll to see if it'll work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can she Arcana check to know if it would work, or is this a stronger spell?
You can Arcana check, sure.
A 19.
You think that this is a ward, so it is not magic spell to be able to be discast.
Can she roll a history to know how wards can work, basically?
Mm-hmm.
She got a 12.
You think, you kind of know a little bit about wards. You think that they can, be dispelled, but, if this is a spell that is particularly made by somebody originally, like if somebody invented this ward, it's a lot harder to dispel a ward like that. You would have to be one of the best magic users in the world.
What is the connection between the person and the ward? They die, will it just go away?
You're gonna have to make it his Arcana check, actually, for that.
17.
Yeah. But you also think that this space would be completely null and void if that happened.
Okay. That means I would be gone. She would be gone. So Jesse just like explains to everyone what's going on.
Lucian screams down and he goes, Sabora!
And Leon's like,
I don't hear anything.
He's like, I don't think she can hear you.
You hear him.
Oh shit.
Hi.
Jesse's like.
When she says hi, though, you don't hear her.
Jesse's like, she can tell that Sabora speaks probably because they can see her. She's like, we can't hear you, but you can hear us. Okay. Well, she's gonna explain what she knows about wards to both of you and Quill. Okay, look.
Quill
okay.
looks over at you, Sabora, and says, do you want to break out of, like, the cell?
Probably. I think that would be.
She
wise
walks
for
over
both
to
of
the
us.
cell and goes, doo, 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 doo. And then she breaks out and walks over to yours and goes, doo, 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 and then opens it.
I thought we were in the same area.
Mm-mm.
Oh, God.
You can imply that she is a rogue based off this.
Oh. Nice to meet you, Quill.
Nice to meet you too.
Jesse's like, you need to give us some signs of what you know so far. Here's what we know, which is basically what they found out in his house.
What do I know that they don't?
Quill says, well, I'm pretty sure that he works with Sadra.
He does?
Yeah, he mentions her a lot.
He wants to give us some hand signs, like.
She's okay, so she's gonna she's like S like
You
she'll
can write it in
out-
the dirt.
Oh yeah, there's
the
on the
dirt.
floor.
She'll be like
I bet Jesse's like the one.
Alexandre works with Sadra.
And then Jesse's like.
Lucian's like, oh. No wonder he's really prevalent.
And no wonder he does this to the people he knows.
Hey, Sabora, do you think you could Misty Step now that you could see out?
She'll get rid of that and be like, Ward? Question mark?
Lucian makes an Arcana check on the ward to see what exactly it is and what it implies. He had a 19. He says he was like, yeah, that's a good point. I have an idea. And you see him go, hey, Josie, do you think I could contact my dad?
We can try.
Okay.
And Jesse will help because they're both with fingers. Like,
Make an Arcana
oh
roll.
god, this is gonna be awful. 16.
Okay. Let's see what he gets this time. You guys hear static.
Yeah.
She's like, do you think we'd have a better time at the cathedral?
Maybe. The other option's this. Hey, Sabora, didn't you say that you spoke to God? Yeah?
And she's
Why didn't you ask them?
Just as like, do you sure it's a smart idea after what you sensed from them?
I don't really know. She said it was fun.
Anyway.
Yeah, and she's like,
Arcana?
$17.
Okay. Julia, you sent somebody praying to you.
huh, who's praying to me now? On the third timeline? You don't know what it is, but she says it anyway.
Yours truly.
Oh, that's so sweet. What do you need?
I'm kind of in a sticky situation.
I can kind of sense it. It's like in a basement. Oh, how dreary.
A magical, warded basement.
That's even worse. How did you get yourself in this?
I got kidnapped
Oh,
and suggested.
that's so funny.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know you were as weak as you are. Well, we can fix that. So what do you want? Get out?
Preferably.
I saw someone else there is with you. Just you? All I can manage is just you, so don't worry about that person.
You don't have to worry about that person, but I'll worry about that person.
While you're talking, Sabora, to her, Lucian says, "Hey, you know blood magic now, right?"
She's like,
So, I did a little research because I thought it was cool. Can't you make like a contract? So, if your god person's gonna get you out, which I don't know if they are. I don't know what you're talking about. But if they do, we need her out too. So you could make a contract with Quill. And be like, she has to be within a couple feet of you, or something, or.
dang, Lucian sure
my
knows a lot
buddies.
about blood magic and contracts.
It's like your DM didn't.
It's almost like he is a demigod.
It's almost like I didn't create that concept for
it's almost like Lucian.
It's almost like he has divine knowledge from DM.
Yeah, it's almost like he also has an obsession with Sabora. Anyway, he's like, so you could probably do something like that. You have power. You're strong. And as you're still talking to Julia, she will also explain to you. And Jacqueline doesn't know this part, so I'll explain what she says to you. She essentially says that she can get you out. But there's a price.
Yeah. Okay.
She doesn't tell you what it is. So would you like out?
It's a blank contract. Don't worry about the details.
That's what she says.
I was already thinking, because you already told me to act like that, so. So, what about it? You want to get out so bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna make the contract with you anyway.
Sounds good. And you make the contract with her.
Yay!
Is there anything you want to do before you actually make that contract?
Like Quill.
Hey, so
Hi.
I might have a way to get me out, but I don't know if I have a way to get you out with me.
Unless.
Okay.
Do you want to make a contract?
With who?
Me?
Oh, are you like a god?
I'm a blood hunter.
I don't know what that is.
I have certain powers that involve blood.
Yeah, Lucian did explain vaguely, but she's like, this kid's talking nonsense. Okay, so what do I have to do?
Would she know? Can I have her roll to know?
To what she needs to do this? You can ask Julia.
Yeah, Julia there.
How do I make a contract with someone?
Easy, just take, a piece of paper, or anything to write on, basically.
Can it be a dirt floor?
It has to be a little more portable.
You can look around.
You have clothes, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I do have clothes. What are you implying?
Just tear it apart, rip it.
Okay, but what am I gonna write on it with, Julia?
Blood. You have a sword, don't you?
Yes.
You need blood to make a contract with blood anyway.
She'll look for like a spare part. She'll, I guess, rip the sleeve off of her thing and like do it so that it's kind of like a rectangular shape.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay, well, we don't have much to work with right now, but we're kind of doing with what we got. So I need your blood.
How much?
Just enough to write with. So a slit on the finger should work.
Just enough to write with.
Okay. She bites her finger. And she's like, that hurt. And she's like,
Sorry.
"Oh." She gives you blood.
I probably need my blood too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll use her sword and like kind of like write with
What do
it.
you write on it?
Word for word.
Let's see. Sabora and Quill cannot be more than 10 meters from each other. How does that sound?
I don't know. Does it sound good to Sabora?
I guess so. She's not really trying to get anything out of Quill
Yes.
to save her, so.
Okay. You do the contract. It lights up a little bit, and you think it worked.
Okay, so.
Julia, you sense she's a little stronger as a blood hunter now.
She's like, perfect! Wonderful. Now let's get you, I guess, both out of this nasty place.
Cool. Here's hoping.
Okay. After a second, you feel a presence. Everyone does. An overwhelming energy. I would like Josie and Leon to make insight checks on this energy.
How the fuck? Sorry.
What's that?
What's that?
Who's driving this bus?
Josie got a 15. Leon got a 12.
This is a overwhelmingly dark energy.
Josie and Leon are like...
Sabora, as you look up, you see blood drip from the roof. And as it drips down, it becomes a sort of portal.
Whoa.
And you hear Julia say,
Step right in. It's safe. Kind of. Just hold your breath when you enter.
We'll be fine.
you go through, Quill waits, and as you go through, the portal closes behind you, and suddenly it's like Sabora drops from the sky. And she's spit out, and she's covered in blood. And suddenly, right next to her is Quill.
That's nice.
Is she covered in blood or is she just
Nope.
dry?
I mean, yeah, 'cause she didn't walk through the portal.
Consider yourself lucky, Miss Quill.
I know! It's really lucky I met you. You're pretty cool.
You're welcome.
You have a lot of, cool magic stuff. I don't know what blood magic is, but I want to be a blood hunter now. That's cool.
Welcome to
She
the
was
club,
like,
I
haha,
guess.
perfect.
So we're in her realm now?
And Josie's like, let's hurry up and go back before Alexandra comes
Yeah,
back.
you're with your friends.
Yeah.
You dropped.
Oh.
to your
And Josie's
friends.
like, let's hurry up and get back before he shows back up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, would you like to say anything else to Julia before the connection ends?
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you'll become our, I guess, business together will come real in handy in the future.
Okay. As long as you fulfill my needs.
As long as you fulfill mine too.